All right, let's get this show started.
In today's news, Khalil Rountree Jr. shows off his battle scars. A month now since his impressive performance against Alex Pereira at UFC 307, Rountree shared his post-bout battle scars on Instagram. Rountree's face looks to have healed impressively well, yet it now bears permanent reminders of his fierce battle against Poatan. Song Yadong replies to Sean Strickland's China rant. Last month, Strickland made several disparaging comments about Chinese people in an interview. He called Chinese people bad Asians, savages, and animals in a hateful rant. Bantamweight contender Song Yadong, one of the UFC's biggest Chinese stars, heard this, and while speaking with Helen Yi, responded to Strickland, saying, "Last time I saw your interview with Sean and I heard him say a lot of negativity about Chinese people. However, I don't think he's ever been to China before, yet believes Chinese people are a certain way. Since he's talking this way, he's no different than toxic fans. I believe this is discrimination towards Chinese people. I really respect him as a fighter, but what he's saying is not good. If he's willing to, I can show him around China because there's good and bad in every country." Ilia Topuria street mural in Barcelona. Following his most recent victory over Max Holloway at UFC 308, a piece of street art honoring Topuria has appeared in the streets of Barcelona. Rinat Fakhredinov fires back at Daniel Cormier. Welterweight Fakhredinov won a controversial unanimous decision over Carlos Leal at UFC 308 in Abu Dhabi. Cormier, who was commentating the event, disagreed with the referee's decision. Fakhredinov then criticized DC and the commentary team, saying they are really bad at their job. During a Q&A session before last Saturday's UFC Edmonton event, DC responded to Rinat. Hear this.
I don't know what this dude was talking about. I'm serious. Listen, bro. He lost. I don't care how many times he complains. And that's the thing, right? These fighters, they go and they fight. It was so clear that the guy lost the fight. And he gets a microphone and he goes and sticks his foot in his mouth. That's the problem. He's a moron. And he just needs to recognize he lost.
That was kind of my question was, I mean, sometimes these guys can get upset because they think that you're...
Take it. Like, just take it. You got gifted a win. Take it. Just take it and keep your head tucked down until you fight somebody next time.
Now, in an interview with Meta MMA, Fakhredinov replied to DC, saying, "It looks like Cormier made a bet on an opponent that didn't work out. I liked my fight. The criticism didn't hurt me. Cormier is not a close person to me." Stipe Miocic says he is the toughest matchup for Jon Jones. During a recent interview with MMA Fighting, Miocic shared his thoughts on what makes Jones a great fighter, saying, "I think he's just good at what he does. He's an artist. He knows how to mix it up. He knows how to keep a guy guessing him. You know, that's why he's done so well. I think he is the greatest fighter, and I think he feels the same about me, you know. We're not going to feel the same way once we touch the gloves, but we know it's going to be a show, and we will put on a good show." Stipe then explained why he believes he's Jon's toughest matchup, saying, "I think any fight I have, I am the toughest matchup for them because it's not just me, it's my coaches, you know? We always come with a great game plan, they improvise and make everything right. As long as I go to the game plan and listen to my coaches, we'll be good." Shavkat RAKHMONOV accuses Belal Muhammad of exaggerating his injury. Belal was slated for his first title defense at UFC 310 in December against RAKHMONOV. However, he had to pull out of the fight after getting a bone infection that will keep him out of combat for over a month, maybe more. Now, in an interview with Ariel Helwani, Shavkat said that he thinks Belal could have fought at UFC 310, but pulled out because he wanted to be extra careful.
Yeah, you know, from what I heard and what I know, like, you know, he got these injuries even earlier, you know, before it went public, you know. Because I hear him train, you know, already recently, and maybe he just posted this picture recently, but this the problem occurred even earlier. So I think he was be able to fight on December 7th, but he wasn't just sure and just being extra careful for that.
Shavkat also said he'd like to fight Kamaru Usman come UFC 310 for an interim title.
Yeah, I believe there's worthy opponent available. I'm ready to save the card too, if it's for the interim belt. And I believe Usman is the worthy opponent who's also probably going to be ready to jump in,
His manager added that they are currently in talks with the UFC, working on making this happen.
You are his manager. Is there any talks of this happening? Is there any talks of keeping him on the card and fighting someone like Usman for an interim title?
Yeah, right now negotiation is going on, and obviously they're talking. I don't know if they're talking to someone else, but I'm sure they offered Kamaru too.
Nate Diaz makes a fan fight him on the street. Diaz was recently seen having a friendly sparring session with a fan after the latter approached Nate for an autograph. Diaz captioned the short, "This dude pulled up on me to sign these gloves, so I made him fight me. He lost though. Shout out to the homie, he was down to fight." Time for today's top memes. Third place was posted by Happy Camper. Second place was posted by Morph Memes. And the top pick was posted by Robert. Thanks for watching. If you like the content, smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe to stay in the talk.